It's Week 13 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Saints and the Panthers under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well the defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception.
Let's roll. Let's go. Play it to the whistle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Pollard going to try the right side. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Brenner. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On first down, Pollard. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Brenner. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Brenner. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Brenner. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed. And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards. Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Back to throw. Brenner. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamison Williams there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complementary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. Taken down at the 42. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Brenner. Right side to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on 2nd down. Brenner. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Brenner caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Kyle Pitts, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Finds Hines again for the completion. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Brenner. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a give here to Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Brenner. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Gabriel Davis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and this is going to be incomplete. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Off play action. Brenner. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. back to throw. Brenner. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Looking to throw. Brenner. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. And
frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again. Brenner. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wheeler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brenner finding Williams once more. Complete. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get... Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put... They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brenner. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense. What they call?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still
Stay
2nd
alert,
down.
don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Back to throw. Brenner. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Run for Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Brenner on the slant. He's got Davis. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete. On 4th down, Brenner. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Brenner. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for New Orleans, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.